The rule of three. Notice your outline, by the way. Do you notice there's an ABC and an ABC and an ABC? Everything's got 3 points. Because generally, that's about all you want to do on any particular subject. So you've got your main point and 3 subpoints. Not a main point and 9 subpoints or 25 subpoints. People are just going to space out. Pick your top 3. Again, remember, this is my opinion. Modify it. Make it work for you. But generally speaking, the rule of 3 for your subtopics. And possibly for your entire speech. Now, this one's got a lot more stuff in it because it's actually, this is not really designed as a speech. This is designed as a workshop. This is like a 2-hour workshop, and it's interactive, and people are writing. We actually have people design their openings, and then they pair up and they practice them. So that's why it's a little bit longer. In fact, it could even be a half day. Sometimes we'll even do videoing of people. But if you're just doing a presentation, probably you got 3 major points and 3 subpoints under each one of those for a total of 9. Don't do much more than that. Your audience won't remember it. They're just not going to get it. It's too much information. Structure. A couple of comments about structure. You could do features and benefits. Everybody familiar with the distinction? You know, if you talk about your business, you want to talk more about the benefits of your coaching, the benefits of what you... Now, I have this nice bottle, and it can be auto-shipped, and you only drink an ounce a day. Those are all the features. You know, it's purple. The benefits are you're healthier, you jump out of bed in the morning with renewed energy, blah, you know, so you could do features and benefits. You could do advantages, disadvantages. So, you know, the disadvantages of being out there in the World Wide Web now are it's confusing, it's crowded, blah, 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 blah. Using our product, the advantages are we're faster, better, quicker, whatever, cheaper, whatever. Chronological, so you could present something in time order. You know, 20 years ago this, and 10 years ago that, and even just 3 years ago there was this, and even last year there was that, and today there's me, or us, or our product, or our service, or our business. So you could do something in chronological. Problem solution. So here's the problem. How many of you have ever watched television and just been so depressed by the news that you just wanted to put your head under a pillow? Great, let me see your hands. And how many of you, and so you're stating this problem, well, have I got a, how many of you would like a solution to that? And then everybody's raising their hand. They'll go, yeah, what is it? What? Now they're begging for you to continue. Okay? Let's see. Old way, new way. So those are all different ways that you can set up the structure of your presentation. By the way, you can mix and match these and combine them. So maybe point A with your ABC is the old way and the new way. And then the next one is the advantages and disadvantages, and the last one is finally the features and benefits. So you can mix and match. All right, draw a line underneath under structure. Those 4 things, know your purpose, create the close, design the opening, and outline the body, that's sufficient. That's adequate. You could stop there and just do those 4 and you'd have an okay presentation. But how many of you just want an okay presentation? Anybody want? This time don't raise your hand. Hint. How many of you want an outstanding presentation that gets a standing ovation and people running to the back table to buy your product or service? And again, we know that, right? I mean, they're lining up 10 deep at the back buying. And anybody been to any of Harvecker's, Millionaire Mind Intensive, any of those? I'm not talking $5, $20, $100 product. We're talking $5,000, $3,000, $8,000. And people are lined up at the back of the room buying these things. Just storming, elbowing, get out of the way. That's what you want. We call it a feeding frenzy at the back table. Fred Pryor used to love that. Fred Pryor was the owner of Fred Pryor Seminars, and he loved feeding frenzies because we made a lot more money at the back of the room than we did at the front of the room. He only charged $89, $79, $99 a person to get in, but people would be buying a couple $100 worth of product. That was really good for him and for the presenter because we were all on commission. Was I supposed to say that? I don't know, but it's on film now, okay? That's part of the problem with film. Everybody's got their little cell phone at the airport and they capture everything. You got to be really careful these days. All right, so let's talk about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the other 5 things you can add. Add spice. Spice is a wake-up call. Kind of gets people back up moving again. It engages the audience. It creates excitement. It creates some fun. Every 6 to 8 minutes, you might just make a note someplace. Every 6 to 8 minutes, you want to throw something in there. I'm not really timing myself to see, but it's kind of like this. Your audience generally starts out, so this is time going this way, and this is energy going up. So usually your audience starts out pretty energetic. Most of you, when you got here, you were still kind of awake. You know, you weren't, dinner hadn't quite, you know, gotten in there into the body if you had already eaten, and you weren't thinking about dinner, but now you are because I just said something. And after, you know, after maybe 10 minutes or so, what happens to your energy? Where does it go? Starts to drop. Wake up call. Boop. I got you for another 6 or 8 minutes. Energy drops maybe all the way down to here. Wake up call. I got you back up here again. I missed 6 or 8 minutes. Starts dropping again. Boop. What are some examples of wake-up calls? What are some examples of spice? What could you use to re-engage the audience? A joke. Write these down. We're going to get about 10 or 15 of these. A joke. What else?
Flagging.
A story. Ask a question.
Flagging.
Say it again.
Flagging, when you're flagging.
Flagging. So say, okay, listen. Wake up, everybody. This is the most important thing I'm going to say all night. And all of a sudden, everybody. Now, do you ever get those people that kind of, they do the thing and then they look around to see if anybody noticed they were sleeping? I hope. That's the little voice inside their head that's going, I hope nobody noticed. I fell asleep. Ooh. And everybody noticed, of course. What are some other examples? Anecdotes. Puzzles of some kind. A tongue twister. You know, give them something to think about. Let's see, what else have I got here? Quotes, stories. Activities. Paired sharing. Everybody turn. You want to wake up an audience? So after about 8-10 minutes, you start losing your audience. Maybe you're getting a little flustered. Maybe you've forgotten where you are. Just say, great, everybody find a partner. Where was I? What am I? Okay. Great, pick an A and a B. Oh, wow, okay. It gives you a chance to kind of find out what you were doing. Now you got everybody now. Okay, but, you know, person with the longest hair, you go first, or A's, you go first. And for 30 seconds, you know, share with your partner what you've gotten so far. And then while they're doing that, you've got 30 seconds to kind of just, okay, where was I? What was I doing? And, oh, yes, every 6-8 minutes, examples. Okay, great, jokes. Great, there I am, right there. Right, okay, put my finger right there. Okay, great, let me have your attention back here again. You know, so you've got, it's a great little way for you to just get ready and get centered and grounded. Silence. Works wonders. People look up. It's like, what happened? Is he looking at me? I don't know. Yeah. So you can use silence. Visual aids. I just did spice just here. Didn't even realize I was doing it, but just drawing my little chart. Personal examples. Again, watch out. I tend to be accused of TMI, too much information. I will share personal examples from my 16-year-old daughter and my wife in almost 20 years of marriage, and I'll use those when they're appropriate, usually when my wife isn't attending an event that I'm speaking at. Otherwise, she goes, well, you said what? In front of all those people? Let's see, puzzle. Statistics. Statistics are another spice. By the way, did you know that 92% of all statistics are made up? Like that one. Don't quote me on that one. All right, any other quick questions? Any questions about adding spice, engaging the audience? Okay, next. Visual aids. To enhance your presentation, not be the presentation. You are the presentation. Which, by the way, make sure you're not standing behind what's the difference? A podium is the big, long one, and the lectern is just the small one. Yeah, the lectern is one that they put like on a table, a podium. If you're at the podium, now for me, I'm 5'2", I'll ask them to put a box or something there. I literally will have to get up on something to stand. Yeah, my first question of the night. I love it.